Manifested state. Quantum mechanics scientists have determined that until an object is measured, it is in all possible variants. The wave function is a possible variant of the formation of reality. The fact of measurement is observation. By focusing our attention on something, we thereby direct the flow of energy to a certain point of an arbitrarily flowing energy wave. It turns out a connection, more precisely, the energy waves of the directional beam of light dissolve in the energy waves of the assemblage point. When they are combined and interact, new vibrations are formed and one or another reality of events is formed. It is possible to fix time only in relation to certain events and their changes. We define it as time and space. Time, therefore, also exists when we observe it. Remember the expression, happy hours are not observed. How much truth is in this phrase? When we don't observe time, we're just in space. Matter can slow down time. Time does not flow evenly. It is then accelerating, then slowing down. We are all watches with our own course. Time is just an illusion. There is no future or past, there are observation points. Since the wave oscillations emanating from the assemblage point of the moment of observation always propagate from the center to the sides in the same direction, so it seems to us that we are moving from the past to the future. If its movement is expanded, then the process will go in a different direction, but this is impossible. This is the same as making the river move in the opposite direction. If you build a dam, the river will find workarounds, but it will still move in the same direction. So is our life. As the river chooses a new version of movement, moving in the same direction, so people change the history of their lives by going their way from the past to the future. More precisely, moving away from the reporting point. If you look at the picture of the motion of the wave launched by us more closely, you can find that the flow moves in one direction, but the vibrations of the particles themselves in two at the same time. But they move at such an incredible speed that it is impossible to catch their movement. It seems that there is no flow, just the light emanating from the source is captured. Energy is not emitted in the form of a single spectrum, but in the form of quanta. So, what then happens? Why do we change, grow up, grow old? Because by choosing a point of observation, we form a corresponding flow of energies, creating the illusion of solid matter, which breaks down into more tiny particles. And we know that the larger the particle, the denser the shape. In space, this process is faster, but here we have time to live a whole life. To live a long and happy life, you need to keep the light of pure energy flowing. The movement of quantum flows around the assemblage point, the moment of observation, is all sorts of variants of realities. There is no specific story. We cannot say with certainty what really happened in a particular era. We see one of the variants of history. The energy connections of life are constantly changing, moving from one option to another. Simply, we do not notice it in the same way that we are constantly changing and accepting the reality in which we are here and now and with the history presented at this moment. Where, then, are the disagreements? Why does someone, nevertheless, notice inconsistencies in the facts? Because everyone has their own world. In the presence of the information field of the universe, the assemblage points are different for everyone. In the world of one person, in his reality, one story, and another. People argue, energies touch, releasing sparks and negative emotions, low vibrational waves. This leads to pollution of the energy field of both worlds. When there is understanding, there is no possibility of discussion. The field is cleaner, the frequency of energy waves is higher.